Hey, everybody out there in YouTube land. Welcome to another episode of the Sidewalk Saint with your host, the Brother Phil. I'm sorry the scenery is not so great. It's the first cloudy day in quite a while. I think people are really feeling it. I just wanted to talk a little bit about why people do what they do and the best way that we can deal with the people around us who want to make themselves known in our lives, like people that yell at you or people that freak out on you on the road and things like that. So we'll start out with an example. So my lovely neighbor who moved in recently, uh, I was riding my four-wheeler around. And I know this is it. Anyways, it's a weird example, but I was riding my four-wheeler and the guy that owned the lot before him, it's a huge lot. Like, you can't even see anything from any angle. It's just like, guy's got a whole acre in the middle of the city. And the old guy that lived there before, we would ride around a little bit on the edge of his yard. And so I just was doing that with my kid, like we always did. I don't even know how he saw me through an acre of trees, but he proceeded to run out and like viciously come after me, and I just ignored him the whole time because that's always the best thing to do, I think, is just not become part of what's going on. But he had to make sure that he jumped, he leaped with his life at risk in front of my four-wheeler like it was the end of the world, that I had touched part of this grass on the edge of the lot where I wasn't even visible from the house, and jumped in front of me, and I hit my brakes, and he's saying this and that and going crazy. And I said, good for you, brother. I'm really sorry about that. I won't go on your lot anymore. He was waiting for me to get mad and want to fight him or something, which honestly would have been a bad thing for him because I don't know. This guy was like a chihuahua, and I'm a little bit more like a polar bear. So I'm not saying I'm tough. I'm just saying, dude, pick your fights. I'm not the guy. Anyways, so the point being this, I just said, good for you, brother. I'm glad you got that lot, man. Bless you. I promise I won't go on your lot ever again. And he just still tried to sit there and wait for a fight, but he didn't get one. Nope, no reaction. Just nice words from me. And I went on about my day. And so this is just you being non-reactive. You be non-reactive. It's like, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't get caught. People are looking for you to be peaceful so they can pull you out of your peace. So that's the secret, right? And really, it's not that they wanted to fight. It's they're waiting for that one person that has so much enlightenment, enough enlightenment to just say something nice. They're people that are mad and want to battle you are looking for love. They literally want you to say, I love you. I'm sorry. I know that sounds crazy, but I dare you to try it. I challenge you because I've used it over and over and over with 100% positive outcome. Okay? I've done it tens of thousands of times, and I've never got bad returns. I've always been able to they didn't necessarily calm down, but I walked away from the situation like nothing even happened every single time. I've had people break down and cry because of it. It's a very simple thing. Just say, I'm sorry. It doesn't matter who's right. People think it matters who's right. It doesn't. It matters who has big enough balls to say, I'm sorry, and just let it go. That is what matters. That is what a good person will do. And that is what true enlightenment is to realize why they're really doing what they do. And here's another good example. Just happened to me a minute ago. So this guy was riding around his bike in the street, and I was just going to cruise on by. That's what you do when a bike decides to be in your road. And I was just going to roll by, and he did a immediate U-turn in front of my giant truck with no warning, no signals, no nothing. And I slowed down and I said, brother, I almost killed you, or don't do that. And he came over and he was all excited and started calling me an asshole, and I stayed calm. I just stayed calm. I said, brother, you turned in front of me and you didn't let me know. I'm just concerned for you. And he's like, that's why you're yelling at me. I wasn't even yelling at him. The guy was like trying to make a cloud of illusions around me. And I'm like, no, dude, you're not going to make illusions around me. I was like, brother, I love you, man. Don't do that again. He's like, you're an asshole. That's why. And he had a big shit-eating grin on his ugly ass face. I try to be enlightened, but fuck that guy. I'm just going to say it. I don't care. Fuck that guy. But you know what I did after I left? I sent him light pyramids and love and light. And you know what? Like I said in the title of one of my best videos, it says, you don't have to like anyone, but you have to love everybody. And that's so the realest thing ever. Those people are waiting for the person that's enlightened enough to bless them. They're waiting for that. They're waiting for the person to say, I love you. And he said all this stuff and did his very best to try to pull me out of my peaceful experience. But it just doesn't happen anymore, man. It just doesn't happen anymore. You just got to stay peaceful. You know, he's telling me that I'm an asshole. I wasn't. He's telling me about the road and how bikes have the right of way and all this stuff, and that I would have stopped for something. I don't even know what he was talking about. It was just utter nonsense. I'm like, brother, all I'm doing is stopping and telling you that you should have signaled. And he's like, he's telling me all this stuff that I wasn't even doing. You know what? Sure, I'll be your asshole. I don't care. I love you, brother. So I sent him all kinds of blessings. And when these things jump in front of you, you got to be the guy that's willing to acknowledge the universe is trying to teach you something. So you need to learn from it. So what I did is I sent light pyramids and protection to all the cyclists in the world. And I know that road bikers are the worst assholes on the planet. But you still need to bless them. Like I always say, you don't got to like everybody, but you do have to love everybody. So yeah, I'm comfortable with saying that guy was an asshole. Fuck that guy. But I also love that guy. And I know that he just needed love. And I could even come to the point where I envisioned him giving me a hug and us smiling and just saying, hey, bro, I just wanted to protect you, man. I love you, brother. You know? And let me tell you something, my friends. If you don't already know, that's the big, powerful, strong, amazing energies that come out of stuff like that. That is the stuff that he won't even know. His day will be so blessed. And he'll stop turning U-turns in the middle of the street when cars are coming without signaling, hopefully. Because I want him to be safe. Yeah, he's an asshole. But he's still my brother. And he didn't pull me out of my experience. And I have to tell you something. You got to always remember, the further you get into your peace and harmony, the more people like that are going to target you. But you can resonate outside of that. So you got to realize in your path to enlightenment that you need to step out of the box and do a little bit of mechanics. You know, the clearing, aligning, and divine timing of the day can pretty much do it for you, though. But it can keep you out of those scenarios. Like, I'll be going down the road and I'll just clear a path. I'll just shoot energy forward and just know that no one's going to get in my way. I'm not going to accidentally hit anybody. No one's going to mess with me. And it always works. And I forgot to clear and align this morning. And so this was my experience. So this is big stuff. You can be peaceful all day long. All day long. And it's a beautiful thing. So yeah. You just remember, you're on your path. People are going to hate that you're on your path because their ego self is like that. And you got to just love them back, man. You got to send them blessings. And that's the only and most important thing you got to remember in those situations, to not react. So I just wanted to make this quick video for you guys to remember, when everybody gets in your face, just say, I love you, man. I'm sorry. I love you and I'm sorry. Just be man or woman enough to say that, to be the one that gave them what they really wanted. Because truly, that's what they really want. That's what they really want. So I love you guys, and I hope this made sense, and we'll see you on the next one.